And we're back to another episode of Let's Play Grandia. I'm your host, Nick Legato, or Grandia, whatever you want to call it. And thus we head into the Lech Mines, where we are introduced to some new enemies. Right here we get the spiders here. Not too threatening. They kind of sound like dogs, actually, when you beat them up, but for the most part they're not too much of a threat. We just want to make them suffer just a little bit. You can see we can cancel one out there that way, but they're not going to do much damage to us with our upgraded armor and gear. So we're just going to probably shake a lot of their attacks off. The one thing I don't like about Sue's mallet attacks is that they're slow. And as you progress through the game, you find out that she actually starts missing more often. One of the things I'm not a big fan of. So what we're trying to do here is get that mace level up. One more level. Then we'll start probably working on the axe, maybe 3 levels, 4 at the most. And then we're going to put a sword back on Justin here. The whole idea really is we want to build up enough levels so he starts learning new skills. But we want to try and level these weapons up enough that he's learning them pretty quickly. We may even bypass the axe and work on something else. It all is variable, really. It's a little early to say what we're going to do. Turn that down a little bit. There we go. But we may stop showing... I'm going to stop showing random encounters after I do the first set of them. As you can see, this is a battle you've already seen before, so I don't know why you would care.
Alright, we won!
So we'll stop probably showing some of the battles that you've already seen. We're slowly getting Justin there. I think I'll stick with axe. I think we'll learn axe. We'll work on his axe skill after. So we've got two different ways to go. We get here the flare dress, work clothes. Never mind. So we get work clothes, which are I think an upgrade for. No, they're downgrades, so that's sellable. The tough question is which way to go. I always go the opposite of the way arrows are pointing. All right, little weak battle there. We got some bats. Another easy battle if they little bastards would stand still. There we go. And we're walking. Now we can look through here. See, there's a whole bunch of stuff up here. Let's go ahead and get that gold that I see. We're thrown into another battle. Yeah, that was a really good battle for some easy experience and weapons. So he's done with the baton. Let's go ahead and put him on the axe. I really want to work on his axe levels, because really, if we get it up to 5, we can sit on sword for a long time, and really that's what I'd rather do. So we obviously went with the axe. We only got to get it up, what, to level 5, I think is what it said? Yeah, so if we get it up to level 5, I'll be happy. We don't even have to get it that high. Getting it up to level 3 or 4 would be sufficient for me. And then have Justin use nothing but the ceramic sword for the rest of the time. And I actually think we get an upgraded hammer here, which makes it even better, because we're not really grinding, per se, which would make it... If we were grinding, obviously, it would be a little easier. I'm going to clear this room out of bats, so I'm going to be off for a while I do that. Okay, so that should have been majority of the bats, if not all of them. There were 3 battles of bats, and each battle was 4 bats, so... In all honesty, that's definitely something you guys don't want to see, because I one-shot them all anyway. So... Alright, so really all that was over there was some gold. But gold is always welcome in the House of Rage. Now, I want to say there's nothing here, and there isn't. So let's keep moving. So we found all that crap. Go ahead and head through here. Will lead us to another item, which is more herbs. Again, items that we will dispose of as needed. We passed this on our way up. Which is a grenade, a sellable as long as we don't have to, use it. We can sell it, which is how I like to do it, because, in all honesty, that's money right there. And you really don't need to use that kind of stuff in this game very often. I find the only reason to use that stuff is when you're under-leveled. Alright, let's take a look at the area. There's some gold to the north and to the southwest, so we want to go to the north area first, because that's obviously there's stuff there. So we are going to pick a fight with some enemies while we're down here. Okay, murdered that dude. What I want to do is I want to head over here. Usually, we are introduced to a new enemy. The orcs. Orcs are probably the first real threatening enemy we've come across. As far as they can do decent damage, but they're still really pretty early in the game to start running into real threats. So we may not kill them. As you can see, we cannot kill them in one attack set. Now, if he had the ceramic sword on, I think is the weapon we bought him in town. If he had that on, he could probably kill him. Kill one of them in one round. But we're obviously underdoing it a little, so we can actually level up some real weapons here that really need the leveling. So, as you can see, like I said, we're working on axe to at least level 3, because it only needs to be level 5 to be ready for the next upgrade, you know, ready for the next skill set. So that's one of the reasons why I want to wait. Now, this is probably the hardest battle in this dungeon, which is why I'm going to play it. Well, actually, it's not. There's only one orc, but again, we'll ignore the orc, because right now what we want to aim for is just killing off the other enemies that we can kill in one round. There's an axe level. I'll make axe level 2, one more level, and it should be sufficient. Possibly, I don't know. Figure it out. Go ahead and finish off the orc. Oh, he dodged. Let's see. Let's kill the orc. Let's do a rah-rah, shall we? See what that gives us for weapon experience. Oh, God. My soul hurts. But as you can see, it gave us some nice health. It should also give us a little bit of weapon experience as well, because it's a weapon-based skill. Even though it's only healing, it does count, I think, as weapon credit. So it's a good reason to use it. Alright, let's see. Yeah, so it gave us a little bit. Alright, one more level with the axe, like I said, and then we'll probably move off of it. Depending on where we are, because there's Elect Mines 1 and Elect Mines 2 section, and if we get to Elect Mines section 2, and he's already almost another level, we'll just hold on to it then, and then level it up to 4. The rubber boot. That's it. The rubber boot is another, I think, sellable shoe, because you have to keep in mind, shoes give you 2 stats. They give you defense and they give you movement. Yeah, 1 defense point but I lose almost half my movement. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to stick with the air sneaker. But that's one of the things you got to consider when equipping shoes. Just because the defense is better doesn't mean you should get it, because if your character can't reach the enemy, it kind of just, you know, it doesn't serve its real intended purpose. I don't mean it like that. I just mean, like, it's not really what you want. If you can't hit an enemy because you can't walk up to it fast enough, it's the reason not to get a weapon like that, or a piece of armor like that and use it. Alright, so let's keep moving here. There's some gold. Let's see, this curve, so don't worry about that. As we come over here, there's a bunch of weak enemies, as you can see. Okay, fought both battles right there just to get it out of the way. Okay, so now that we've done that, we have a big section here to look at. First of all, we're going to head to the upper right first. Really the direction we want to go. Go ahead and do that now. Before we drop down... Yeah, screw it, we'll just drop down, because there's another weapon down there. Whee! And in turn, we find an axe. A hand axe, which should be an upgrade from the axe we currently have. Yeah, but it makes us move a little slower, but not much, so it is worth the upgrade since we need to do a little more damage. So again, the ceramic sword is still stronger. But again, I think this is the game's way of reinforcing that we keep using axes, just because we haven't used one yet. So this should be a little bit better here. Still taking 2 strikes to kill stuff, which is good in a way. So, as I'm displaying another battle with a new weapon for whatever reason, I don't know. It's almost over. Yeah, that you can see where my character's stats are if you really care. that it matters, because it's dead anyway.
Hip hip hooray!
There's a one battle. Yay! A bunch of weaklings. But as you can see, we're getting close to level 3 on Justin's axe. Pretty far away from leveling, though. We're at level 5 and level 3, I think, so got some ways to go. Should be another enemy down here. Spider hopping around. Alright, so we won that. We're on the move. In search for treasure. Treasure! Those of you who know that game. Alright, let's go ahead and head across this bridge of shame. Though something tells me we probably will end up having to go back because I forgot to do something. But I figure since we're already over here, may as well do everything that's worth doing over here first. Alright, kill that little jackass. Let's take a look at the map here. Just range view and see where we're at. I saw some treasure over here. So some gold. And there's a chest too that we can get, but I want to check this whole area out first before we continue on per se. Alright, let's keep moving and checking out the corners and all the little nooks and crannies up here. Let's take a look at our map again real quick as well. Okay, so here's the deal. Let's keep moving. I think we're actually coming to the end of the dungeon, which if that's the case, we need to turn back because we missed a few things. We run into a fight with bats. Alright, let's check out and see where we're at here. Okay, so that goes out that way, and I think that's where the end of the dungeon is, so we do need to backtrack a little bit here. There's a chest over here that we saw when we were fighting the pit. So let's get that now, because it's that hammer there, the miner's hammer, if I'm not mistaken, and it is an upgrade for the metal bat. See, this is baton. This is why you don't have to really buy that stuff, unless you really want to. So let's keep moving. Like I said, we gotta get back kind of the way we came in order to get whatever treasure was over there, because I'm pretty sure that the dungeon doesn't end in this direction, but you do want to go this way to pick up, there's I think some items over here that we will want to get. Yeah, there it is right there. But real quick, let's go ahead and get rid of some of our crap, our herbs really, so we have more room. Not that she really needed it, but whatever. All herbs gone. They're just taking up space. As we head up and over, we're going to grab us this bad boy here, which is the safety helm, or safe helm, however you want to, whatever you want to call it, it's fine. It's an upgrade for either character, but right now Sue has the better defense, so let's go ahead and put it on Justin. Yes, that's right, Sue had the higher defense. But I think she has the lower vitality, so it really didn't matter so much. Oh crap, we're going to get attacked from behind. Alright, so we won that battle pretty easily. We're going to get the wobbly sword, which is a terrible weapon. As you can see, wobbly sword's weaker than the axe, so it's just another thing we would sell. We have a lot of weapons to sell now, so oh well, that's the way the cookie crumbles. Let's go ahead and grab us the gold. And I think there's nothing to the north. Well, there's two passages, but both of them are empty. And you will know that, well, you won't know that by looking at that, but if I'm not mistaken, they're both empty. Let's double check one more time, yeah. There's nothing of any value out in there, except for the wobbly sword. If you didn't pick up a ceramic sword, and you need to work on your sword levels, that's definitely worth your effort, your time. Let's go ahead and finish. Hey, I said I fight them all, don't I? So we're fighting them all. Okay, so we got axe up another level. I'm actually going to hold on to it, because if it needs one more level, one final level, before we really don't have to touch it for a while. And what I mean by touching it for a while, once we get it, we'll start, we could start working on sword now, but I think we can wait. I think it's more important for us to get axe one more level up and then baton, but specifically, I want to make sure we start working on sword after one more level of axe. So let's do one more level of axe. Well, let's see, hold on. What do we need the most level-wise? We need the most out of our baton skill, really. Axe is second, sword's a distant third. So technically, sword is the least amount of work we really need to put in. But we're going to go ahead, and we're going to go one more level with axe, so that way we can start, and then we'll start working on the sword, because really that's probably the best strategy. Since we're already here, you know, may as well, and since the ceramic sword's a pretty decent weapon for places outside of this area, may as well wait. Alright. Start heading off back the way we came a little bit, since we had to backtrack just a little bit. Okay, so now we need to go this way. Now before we go directly to where the arrow is, we want to make sure we go all the way out. Obviously this is all blocked off, so there's nothing over here, and so there's one more treasure still available for us to collect, which I think is off as soon as we climb up this ramp here. We'll find this here. There's a wound salve, which is much better than the other ones, the other items that are out there, specifically the herbs, useless herbs. We get another grenade, you know, another 180 gold right there, or whatever, 80 gold, whatever. That's how I look at it, money. Alright, so that battle's won, and very easy. As we look around, not finding much more. Okay, so let's head back to that juncture. There's still more stuff for us to collect. As you can see, another eagle eye. And there's a shield over there. Let's go collect that, shall we? I'm gonna kill off these bats real quick. Alright. Alright, that battle's won. Let's get ourselves a new shield, which is known as the OK shield, but it's actually the Oak shield. But, you know, some people just can't spell, or they run out of room. 27, we'll give this to Sue there. Let's check our map one more time. I think there's one more little corridor area. It's off to the left here, the one side of the area we haven't really looked at. And if not, then we're getting to the end of the end of the dungeon here. And as you can see, whatever. So let's go ahead, and obviously we're going to recover, and we're going to save our game, and let's get to work, shall we, by going in. So let's head into this here area here. And as you can see, right before you go anywhere, we want to make sure we collect some of the freebies that we see here, which are commonly missed, because you won't be able to come back here and get this stuff if you don't get it now. So first of all, there's lots and lots of gold. Gold is your friend. Got all that. Now we can get that last piece a little later, and thus another boss fight ensues. We got 2 regular orcs and a king orc. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and take out the regular orcs, because they're the biggest threat right now, even over the big orc, king orc, because we just want to get them out of the way, really. As you can see, the king orc doesn't hit much harder than regular orcs. Let's go ahead and have Justin go and finish this orc off. That orc misses again. Really, instead of canceling him out, we're just going to let Justin beat him down in order to get that level HP up, because this is the battle I want him to finish his axe level with. It would be perfect. Every way, shape, and form, I really hope that we can do this. He's been so far getting the most attacks in. Sue's about to get attacked here. Have her defend. To block the attack. There we go. Okay, now that his axe level is up, we're going to want to be careful because he's about to fire breath us. Let's go ahead and use Puffy Kick. See if we can do everything in our power to cancel out or prevent this attack from following through on him. See if we can keep him following through on it. We'll use the V-slash. Or the W-slash if you have it, but you probably shouldn't at this point. And thus the battle is won!
Alright! Big win for us!
Bet your ass. Lots of gold, lots of experience, lots of weapon experience as well. Almost another level right there, too. 2 experience points from a level. It means we missed a monster somewhere along the way. And I think it's that bat that I skipped. Oh well. So before we head out, let's make sure we get this, which is a defense seat. But we're going to hold on to those for now. We're going to hold on to those for a while. Let's go ahead and... Oh, we can't open the inventory yet, so let's just head out. As we see Java. Yep, time for us to escape. We are escaping from the, mine here. Very Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Anyway. Holy crap! It's supposed to be so dramatic. Oh boy. So anyway. Now, what do you think? Are we gonna die? Is anything bad gonna happen? No, probably not. This is a happy adventure so far. Or is it? We'll wait here. Not much we can really do at the moment except just hang out. So was it good for you? It was good for me. And then after, pretty much when we get a chance, we're going to go ahead and equip the ceramic sword on Justin. Just because it's time, I think, for him to get a major weapon upgrade. We've been patient long enough, I think, to do that. So that's my whole standpoint. We're just kind of waiting for this whole scene to end here. Yeah. Whiny little bastard. Yeah. And thus, the old cocker, the old drunk, gives us the well-sought steamer pass. Sort of stinky. It's blood, sweat, tears, and the soul of a few other things. Oh! That's why it's sticky and won't frickin' open right away. Alright. So thus, our quest for the steamer pass is complete. Time for us to get off this shithole. Though I might take part in one little thing before we do that, just because I'm slightly annoyed by the one little thing that I screwed up earlier. But really quick, obviously I want to change the equipping here. We're going to put on the ceramic sword, because this is all stuff here we're going to sell. We have no reason to keep any of that junk. So we're going to put on the ceramic sword or whatever. Let's get out of here. No train though, so we just have to walk out of the area here. Oh, we can't do any of that. Damn it. And I don't think we can... What I want to do is, because we're 2 experience points away from leveling, I figure one more fight we can level. I don't think we can go in the mines now that we've... Yeah, so everything's kind of sealed off, so, well, I'll figure it out. We'll figure it out later. Next time we're able to go in and out of somewhere, I'll walk in, kill an enemy, walk out, and it'll make up for it. Because I left one of the enemies behind in the Salt Roads. So it's kind of out of balance, I think. If not, we'll figure, like I said, we'll figure it out. We'll get it worked out. Probably have to do it after we do what we need to do here. Yeah. So the one thing we want to do when we get our control in control is we want to sell off all of our extra gear because we've got a lot of it. Yeah. Now on this adventure is no game. Uh-oh. For shame. You know, there's some actual there might have been some truth to that, but I don't know. Might have been able to do it without her. But that's cruel. That is cruel. She actually isn't that bad.
Justin! You traitor!
That's what you get. Jackass. Let's go ahead to the store, though. I think Sue is actually carrying some of the stuff we need to sell, but we'll figure it out. We'll get it figured out here. Let's go ahead and sell the hand axe, the work clothes, the goggles. Yeah, she has all the other weapons that we need to sell, so not much we can do about that at this exact moment. But obviously we'll be able to figure this all out later. For show. So let's go ahead and, uh-oh. Yeah. What a jackass. If only he knew what's in store for us. Probably keep his fat mouth shut. Yeah. So we go through another scene here. Now this one isn't so easy for us to get through, so don't worry about it. Oops, sorry. You're such a strange kid. Yeah. You might have to leave on adventure too, so uh-oh. This is one of the things I think Grandia series did really well, was kind of the realistic way that people feel about things. And thus ends the dinner. Yes, Justin, you must sleep as well. Die trying. Because we are, in a sense, at the mercy of the storyline. I guess that is too. And thus we are ready to really get on our big adventure. So that's the introduction pretty much to this game. Is pretty much everything. And then from here on out, I think, in my opinion, the game gets a lot harder.
Father?
Oh, shut up.
I'm sorry. I couldn't tell Mom after all. Father? And Grandfather, too. I'm going to the new continent. I'm going to travel the world just like you did. Thanks to your spirit stone, Father. The stone told me that Angelo isn't a myth. It's on the new continent. Now I know. You must have felt like this on the morning of your first adventure, too. Father? Do you think I can
Really? Yeah, maybe.
Everyone
That's the
that Mom
reporter
tells me
doing
about
that.
was much stronger and much braver than me. much more like an adventurer. You're right. This is nothing like me at all. Right, Father?
Yeah, normally you're a little runt who
I'll leave my picture here for you.
runs around and does crap.
I promise that I'll become an adventurer greater than you. Goodbye, Mom.
I was really hoping he'd hit his thumb,
I'm going.
because this is where the game almost starts starting to take itself a little more seriously, whereas it went from a play kind of adventure to, you know, something a little more realistic. So now we're in control again, so let's get to it. We head back into the town of Parma. Parm, whatever. Okay, so now we can talk to all these people. They can tell us all kinds of stuff. New dialogue is available. Not going to really bother with it. Nothing much to tell. So we're going to head to the port. And from the port, we're going to get on board the ship. It reeks of vomit and all kinds of other stuff. Yeah. So now that we're all in, not much to really do. But you can go and talk to all those people if you want. Nothing to really do except talk to people, and most of them have nothing interesting to say. Though some of the dialogue is funny. There's apparently something, a letter of some sort. Standing there, yeah. Well, what could this be? It's a letter from Mom. Lily Skull to Mr. Goss, President of the Adventure Society. Not to be read by Justin. Oh well, I'll read it anyway. Interesting. It was the day he found out he'd never see his beloved father again. This boy is my son. Please, Mr. Goss, please help his red-haired grandmother adventure. My son. Yeah, one of those sweet letters. Wherever you go, try to follow your dreams with all your heart. And remember, picking your nose is not cleanly nor necessary, but you may have to survive off of your own snot. Just maybe. And thus we go upon the ship, and our adventure seeks into the yonder, beyond the sun, to go and seek out the new world of Valencia. So, here we go, adventure! Alright, enough of that. I'm done, by the way. So that ends our Let's Play series of Grandia. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, this is just the beginning. The beginning of a new, epic adventure. Thanks to the help of a little girl, an old fart whose past smells like ass, and a young boy who plays adventure. On that note, I'm gonna go get me a beer. Okay, yes, they can stop, drawing out the dramatices here. Dramatic stuff can end anytime, please. I've shed my one tear of sadness, of melancholy, and thus we are now free to move about the ship. So on the next episode of Let's Play Grandia, exploring the steamer to the new continent. We'll see you there.